Christmas milkshakers, welcome to Jen's Jolly Bakes with me, Jen. Do you fancy baking something jolly tasty? Oh yes, I was hoping you were going to say that. Let's spin the wooden spoon to see what's inside the mixing bowl. Some eggs, some cocoa powder, some pretzels. I wonder what festive jolly bake we're making. Oh, hello there, Rudolph, and hello to all your reindeer friends too. These cupcakes are very festive and very chocolatey. Yummy! To make these festive cupcakes, you will need 4 tablespoons of water, 40 grams of cocoa powder, 3 large eggs, 175 grams of unsalted butter, 165 grams of golden caster sugar, 115 grams of self-raising flour, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. For the buttercream, you will need 60 grams of unsalted butter, 30 grams of cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons of whole milk, and 250 grams of icing sugar. You'll also need some cupcake cases, some pretzels for the reindeer's antlers, some white chocolate buttons for their mouths, some sugar-coated chocolate for their noses. Make sure you have a red one for Rudolph and brown ones for the other reindeer, and some edible eyes. That means you can eat them. Don't forget to ask a grown-up to help you, and make sure you wash your hands with warm soapy water before you begin. And if you have any allergies, make sure you swap out the ingredients to suit you. It's time for a festive jolly bake. Step 1. Ask a grown-up to turn on the oven for you, and while they're doing that, you can line your muffin tin with your cupcake cases. Step 2. Cream your butter and sugar together in a mixing bowl. So in goes the butter and your sugar, and mix it all together. Next, add your 3 eggs. I'm going to crack it on the side of the bowl. Number 1. Number 2. And number 3. Mix it all together until it forms a paste. Step 3. Using a sieve, pop your flour, cocoa powder, and baking powder into your mixture. And then you can mix it all together until it's smooth. Once it's all mixed together, it should look a little bit like this. Step 4. Using 2 spoons, you can place your mixture into your cupcake cases. 1 to scoop and 1 to scrape. Scoop and scrape. Step 5. Ask a grown-up to pop them in the oven for about 15 minutes. And once your cupcakes have cooked and cooled down completely, the fun part begins. Step 6. To make the buttercream icing, mix the icing sugar, butter, cocoa powder, and a splash of milk or water if it's a bit too thick. And then we need to ice our cupcake. So take one of your cupcakes and a big spoonful of your buttercream icing and pop it on top like that. Next, we're going to take 2 pretzels for the antlers. Take a white chocolate button for the reindeer's mouth. And then you need to take a sugar-coated chocolate, dip it in your icing, and then you can stick that on top of the mouth for the nose. Next, our reindeer needs some eyes. So take 1 eye and pop it on there. And there you have it, a reindeer cupcake. It's time for a Christmas jolly taste test. These reindeer cupcakes look scrumptious. I wonder if they taste as good as they look. Tried and tested. Oh yes, that's a very good, jolly Christmas bake. Why don't you give it a try? You could leave one of these out as a treat for Father Christmas on Christmas Eve. I think he'd love them dearly. If you do bake a reindeer cupcake, I'd love to see a photo. So ask a grown-up to head to the Milkshake website and click on Be on Milkshake to upload your photos. I'll see you next time for another jolly bake. Merry Christmas!